It's at the crib. It starts at home. We're so soft with our kids, and we're guarding them and protecting their feelings and emotion that we're not raising dogs, man. We're raising cats. We're raising mama's boys, man, and daddy's dream kid. Instead of getting on these kids, making sure they fight for what they want. I don't even see kids today thinking about, man, I can't wait to work my butt off so I can retire my mama. Man, they think about how many followers they could get, man. How many likes they get on a post. Not being great. How many offers they can assume from colleges. Not being the best. And this has to stop. And they're doing one thing. They're specializing in one thing. It's all season basketball, all season football, all season. They're not even having fun. And they don't even love it like they used to. They like it. Just like Instagram, they like it. Just like Twitter, they like it. That's what they need to do. We need to put a love button on social media. Because a lot of folks ain't loving stuff no more. They like it, but where's the love? Because anything I love, you're going to give everything you got to it. Anything you like, it is what it is. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me. So you ain't nothing you can do to me. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what would change? Not a darn thing. I'm not even...
This is grown man business. The kind of swag don't need a witness. I pull up in a Bentley so quick. I'm dropping them bags, popping them tags. You know how we bless that cash. The grown man biz. The grown man. I said the grown man. I said the grown man. This is how a grown man does business.
The flow is tight, show you right. I'm the one you can
review right here on this Saturday here, Yale Radio Cast. It's your boy, the Cat in the Hat, in the building. Your boy, Mark L, is back. Finally, the Cat in the Hat has come back.
Finally.
You got to put the umph on there. That's what's good. Hey, how y'all doing out there, man? Welcome once again to the ride right here at Studio 7B with the Male Review, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. My man, Mark L, right here in the building. Also, my wonderful co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the namesake, Darlin Yale in the building on the boards over there.
You see the hat.
I see the hat.
See
no
the hat.
Days off.
You see the goddamn hat.
Mr. Everything.
You see the hat.
It's Mr. Everything.
Yeah, you
Mr.
see that.
Everything.
Oh, the shirt's coming too, by the way.
It's coming.
The shirt's
It's coming.
coming. I got the
Shirt is
logo.
coming.
Get your people ready.
Mr. Everything. Hey, man, thank y'all for tuning in. As always, thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all want to go ahead and comment, y'all want to check us out, definitely go ahead and hit that Twitch stream. Go ahead and hit YaleRadioCast.com. Go ahead and hit YouTube/Yale Radiocast, or you can go to Twitch.tv/Yale Radiocast.
Yes.
Hey, it's a fine Saturday. It's the first day or the second day of fall. My
So they
summer
say.
is over.
So they say.
So they say, but in Atlanta, we know this is called false fall,
False
right?
fall.
Fake fall. This is fake fall, right? Also, please, I would be remiss if I did not mention that we have a wonderful in-studio guest that we are going to interview and kind of kick it with today. And y'all normally know how we get down. We gonna come in hot. Normally when we do this, we call it pre-balling, but in honor of our guest today, we just gonna pre-think it. We're not gonna go with what we thought about. We're gonna go with free thinking today. We're gonna keep it all G-code, because you know you can't leave things hanging out around here.
Let's give it up for a young lady, Lady Felidia in
Lady
the
Felidia
building.
in the building of Food Hell Atlanta. Welcome, Lady Felidia. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm gonna
Excellent.
put this up.
So good to see you this morning.
Also, you guys, they're scared because I had to come back for the free balling.
See,
That's why they raised it.
we had to reel it on there. We had to keep it G-code. We had to keep it G-code. We got it. It's no problem. It works.
Look, we could not be up in here as the Male Review free lipping.
We couldn't do it.
We could do it.
We could do it. I mean,
we could. Well, in this day and age,
well, yeah.
Hey, man, listen.
I could identify as a lipper.
Hey, well,
Come on.
You could, but that wouldn't be dialing. That just wouldn't be dialing.
That would not be dialing.
It would not be dialing. So, but yeah, everybody, we are here. We are gonna do our thing for y'all as we always do. We know y'all missed us. We've been in and out the studio, or as Donald likes to say, Mark L's vacation. I'm always on vacation, apparently. But we back. We in the building. We know you missed us. We definitely missed y'all.
Yes.
Hey man, how was your week this week, man? What was good?
My week took a trip up to Pittsburgh.
Right on.
You know, I
to the north.
Yeah, to the north. To the north.
To the north. Was it cold up there?
It really wasn't cold.
I know it's the end of the summer.
It's the end of the summer, but I mean, it felt like I was in Gotham City, goddamn.
Okay.
Shout out to the missus. I see why she moved from that place. I'm talking shit now. I'm talking shit now. You know what I'm saying? I'm out the city now. Okay? Right. I see why people leave Pittsburgh.
Oh my God.
Okay? Look, it's Pittsburgh.
I mean, but
she took me past this bridge, and then from that bridge, it was another bridge. And from that bridge, it was another bridge. I say, is this Gotham City?
No,
and she told me then, that's when she told me that's where they actually filmed the Batman movie, the Dark Knight movie. So you remember the scene where they were Bane, the movie with Bane.
Yep. Oh, got you. Okay.
And they destroyed the field that was
okay.
That was their football field.
Oh, right on in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh. So I mean, I enjoyed meeting some more of the family.
Okay, good.
And I appreciate my time up there, but it ain't like it's Florida or nothing where there's beaches and there's sun and there's fun and there's great cool people that everybody love. Shout out to Primetime Deion Sanders.
Look,
love them Florida boys around here.
What we talk about before we got on the show, they expect somebody from Florida to be humble. I'm trying to understand where they get that from.
I don't know anyone.
You don't know anyone from Florida that's humble. That's my point. Darling jail.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
No, I know a few. I used to live in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of Florida did you stay in?
I used to live in Hollywood, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Right on.
Shout out to Carver Ranches down there.
All right. So ain't nobody humble down in Florida then.
It's a couple. It's a couple. It's selective.
Selective humble. Right?
Selective humbleness.
Well, humble in Florida is different from humble everywhere else, though. You know that, right?
I mean, y'all all right?
Y'all all right. See what I'm talking about. Miss Felidia, how was your week this week? How was your week?
I'm still in it. So,
you're still in it?
Yeah. So I just feel like that's wonderful. Any day, if I'm up and I'm here and I'm in the day, it's a blessing.
Hey, that's fantastic.
Yeah, no complaints. It's moving. Yeah. Life is blossoming and unfolding. And someone asked me today, like, how am I? And I use the word wonderful.
Okay.
Right? And I use it very intentionally because I really am full of wonder.
Okay.
Just excited about God and, all the greatness that is just unfolding on the earth.
That's fantastic. That's outstanding. Good to hear that. Wonderful. That's a good word.
Right. So the topic that we're using today of topic of conversation. Thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Been trying to get this lady in here for a while. Shout out to Key 2 and the New Era Atlanta family. Shout out to the whole New Era organization. Shout out to Gang Gang. Hey. Shout out to Gang Gang.
Gang.
Gotta be careful how you use that when you black. They're gonna try to hear us Rico talk. Anyways, I see you upper room. I already know what you're up to, upper room.
Don't hit us with the Rico.
We call those people the upper room.
Yes.
That's what. I have other words for them, but okay.
So, but shout out to the organization. So Key2 came in, and he's always been a goal to get you in, just as a certain woman that I admire. How you carry yourself. You carry yourself with confidence. You carry yourself with confidence and purpose.
Thank you.
And that's what we try to surround ourselves with. Even if you disagree on some things, you're confident in your stance and you're confident in your purpose, and people just gotta deal with it. Didn't I say you gotta deal with it?
You gotta deal with it. Listen, people have disagreements. People have differences of opinion, but it's no need to throw a person away because you have a difference of opinion. Right. So we okay with that.
Right.
That's no problem with that. We like that, and that always creates good conversation.
It does. And if I can tap in there, Markel, because I just really want to say something about that throwing people away, that cancel culture.
Oh my God.
It burns me.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
It is.
Because we all have a perspective, and that's really how you get to know yourself.
That is correct.
Is by allowing yourself to see that other perspective, and then what does that actually reflect back to you? Correct. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all you take away from that. We ain't canceling nobody around here.
All right, then. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I've always been against the whole concept of cancel culture. I think it's a hilarious concept to just feel like you're just going to cancel a person based on the fact they have a difference of opinion. See, it's this new generation. Let me start talking from my gray hairs here.
Yeah, do that.
It's this new generation.
Those are the wise hairs.
Those are wise hairs, or the I had children, and that's what happened. But basically, when you had differences of opinion before we got to the internet age, it was just a difference of opinion. Okay, I don't like what you said. I don't mean you no good, or that don't mean your opinion doesn't matter to somebody. It just means that it's not my opinion. But we're still people, and we have to live our lives, and we're all just trying to get through life, right?
Right.
So now we've come to this age of the internet where everybody's thoughts are on display every 5 seconds, and you know what they ate, and you know where they went, and you know what they're doing. And I can't lie. I'm not gonna sit here and throw a brick at it like I'm not a part of this culture as well.
Correct.
But the cancel culture concept has just gone completely out of control. I mean, you can be canceled for any number of things. Not only that, you can be canceled for how you felt in the past. So it doesn't allow people to change and grow. So what happens if you feel one way? I mean, as a kid, I thought $100 was all the money in the world.
Come on now.
I found out that $100, like my mom used to say, $100 ain't shit. It ain't shit.
I found $100 one day.
But I learned that.
I would never have to work.
I'd hate for somebody to pull up, well, this dude thought $100 was all the money in the world. I was 5, nigga. I was 5 years old. I can't be 52 years old now and talking about it. I'm not 52 yet. I'll be 52. But I can't
forgetting what
you see what I'm saying? So
50.
that's my problem with the cancel culture. You know, we talk about it. So thank you for definitely keying in on that. So absolutely.
Let's well, since we're talking about the ideal of cancel culture, and we led into this show with a couple of clips from Deion Sanders.
Yes.
And how that's why I said the black excellence.
Yes.
Let's circle back to the new era of black excellence. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Message. Motherfucker. All right, so he's kind of like up under the microscope a little bit by our own people. Just a little backstory for those of you who have been up under a rock or the rock. The Rock. Shout out to he just
Dwayne
been up under the Dwayne.
Who's been up under the rock?
Oh my goodness.
That person?
Mrs. Rock. Mrs. Johnson.
Or Kevin Hart. Anyway.
He good.
He is technically up under.
Yeah, he's way down.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. What you thought I meant?
Shout out to you, Kevin.
Okay.
Yeah, what y'all thought I was talking about? Anyways. So coming from an HBCU, coming from, let's go even further back. Coming from a athlete, a multi-sport athlete, in baseball and football and everywhere, and then going into coaching, going into high school. After that, he went into HBCU to coach. 3 years
State.
at TCU?
Jackson
State. That's right, Jackson State. 3 years at Jackson State. They went undefeated one year?
They did go undefeated one year.
Yes.
I believe they won the championship.
Yes.
So everybody was awesome with it. Everybody loved it. Oh, it's great. This high-powered athlete. If you know of Deion Sanders and his career in NFL, I mean, the man was electrifying. He was an electrifying player. Had a lot of mouth, but again, the Florida and the humble thing. Okay, but this is what sells, right? So this is what he does, and he could back it up. He was just that good.
Yeah.
So he goes into this HBCU. He coaches for the team. He helps to build the team up to the point where they become a powerhouse in the where the HBCUs play football, right? And then he leaves the HBCU and he goes to a Division I school, being Colorado University.
Yes.
Okay.
That raised such a stink that everybody was trying to cancel him.
Quote unquote.
Oh.
So let's back up a second. Who is everybody?
Everybody as far as everybody.
Everybody that their butt was hurt.
Everybody that was butt hurt over it.
Definitely the HBCU community.
Yes.
Definitely.
Because they felt he was abandoning them to go to a predominantly white institution from an HBCU. Now, mind you, this man, not only did he coach, he took half the pay to put into the program to help Jackson State, right? He took half his pay. He gave them half his pay. Didn't take nearly as much. Then he went to Colorado University. the argument that we had at the time, or not this, the discussion that we had on the show at the time was, these people are looking at it. The problem is that you're under this microscope of the lens of the world right now. However, Mark, Dylan, we get a call for a job offer that's paying us more money. I don't got no complaints from nobody. Ain't nobody gonna cancel me for getting a better job or getting a job that pays more money or allowing me the opportunity to do something that I really want to do. I'm not getting those complaints, but he was getting all of this guff about leaving. That stuff has died down because now that he's moved to this predominantly white institution, he has electrified the world with the way his team is playing. Now, okay, we can talk about.
Well, let's back up.
Yeah.
When he left,
yeah,
he took everybody with him.
He did take players with him.
And let me say this, and I know how this feels because
did he take or did they go?
I'm trying to. I didn't think we own people.
They
weren't known to leave.
That's all I'm saying, brother Mark.
1862.
Did he shack a little more?
No. He may have drove him up there because having been that two of them are his sons.
Listen.
Okay,
listen,
come on.
Listen. No, he did not shackle.
Okay.
But allow me to say this.
Okay.
We have seen many an instance when a man or a woman leaves a person and they go to the other person and the statement is, you took him
from me. So
that person left on their own accord.
Correct.
On the court.
Yes. Now, it just, everybody followed him. And I know how that feels because I just had a conversation in my day job where 5 of people in my staff are former supervisors of mine that said, Mr. Williams, I'm going where you go. And the second I got to where I'm at, they came over there. And these are people that were very impactful where they were at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, what can you do, right? Just like when LeBron James chose to leave Cleveland and go to Miami.
Yeah.
You know, Cleveland wanted to burn the city, their own city down. They literally burnt their own city down. Now, peep this. This is the difference. He went to Florida, went to Miami. They won a couple of championships down there. He left. Florida said, all right, deuces. We kept, Florida, once again, we don't care.
It's a job.
Yeah. Florida did not trip.
No, it's a job. Look, we're free-born people out here.
Yes. So
you should be able to move how you want.
Right. So, and there you go. I guess that's so now that he's there moving like he is, the confidence that everybody loves within a man.
Yes.
You know, that also, man, this man is over here speaking life into these kids.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But some people ain't liking it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so the one word just keeps coming up, and that word is accountability.
Oh,
okay.
That's a word round here.
Boy, did you hear that sister say accountability?
A sister said accountability. Hold on. Whoa.
I did
say that again.
Accountability. Do it. Use that word. Go for it. Let me shut up. Go for it. You got it.
Did you turn my sound off?
Yeah.
Sound back on.
No, it sounds on.
It's on. Okay, I can hear me.
Yeah. So accountability. Go ahead. Yeah, you good.
Okay. Yeah. So accountability, right? Deion Sanders is 1,000% accountable for the decisions that he makes. And so is each and every individual on the face of this earth. Like, you are accountable for what you decide. If Markel, if I leave you today, if I don't want to be with you anymore, I don't want to be with you. Yeah. Now, if all your friends decide I'm a better friend than you are, and they want to come and be my friend and not your friend anymore,
right?
I didn't take all your friends, Markel.
They made a choice.
Right? And so, and your feelings may be hurt about that, and you may still like these friends and not like me, so it's easier for you to put the blame on me and not your friends.
Gotcha.
Right.
But what kind of friend was that?
But what kind of friend? And then again, there is a lack of accountability, right? Now I'm gonna bring it back to us, right? And our people, like being upset with him for leaving the HBCU and going to Colorado State, correct?
University of Colorado.
University of Colorado. Because Dylan, I was a person that was under A-Rock not D Rock,
Okay,
but under
okay.
A Rock
Okay,
because.
so it's different,
And
you
we're
know.
gonna
It is very
and I'm
Yes.
gonna bring in something
So
else.
so
that
you
Deion
might have
Sanders
been
said.
down on your luck, but you wasn't rock bottom.
I
Nah.
wasn't.
Nah, see what he did there? See what he did? Go ahead.
But oh yes, I wasn't.
Yeah.
But the reason why I have been under a rock though is because of something that Deion Sanders said so beautifully, which is about the whole social media thing, and the social media is such an illusory tool.
Yes.
It makes us believe that there is a reality that is actually not there.
That's it.
Right?
That's
Yes.
real.
So and that's a truth throughout media.
Yeah.
That's not just Instagram, TikTok, you know what I'm saying, Twitter. It's not just there. It's the truth throughout social media.
Right.
And what I really love about Deion Sanders is that he operates in his God spark no matter what the fuck is going on.
Like
and
that shit.
correct.
God
and
spark.
he tells
Yes.
you that, and he says that God built me. What the fuck? I'm wasting time worried about what y'all feel about me.
Correct.
And you don't even know who you truly are.
Correct. That is absolutely correct. You are dead on with that.
And I'm going to tell you something. As my great brother Keith say, my president better than yours. I'm not arguing with a homeless man about my house.
Correct. Correct.
Oof.
Correct. You cannot.
So we as a people, I too feel like we have to create the space where we allow our people to grow.
Yeah, that's the fact.
Because if we grow in God, I'm coming back, man. I'm pulling y'all up. Come on.
Absolutely.
I'm bringing y'all with me. And I feel like that's what Deion, I feel like that's his mindset. If I took half of my salary and put it into the growth of this school and this organization, y'all can't be proud of that.
Right.
Right.
You can't be proud of that, but you like
you mad.
conflict. Yeah, you mad.
But you mad. And that is, ultimately it was the concept. That was the conversation that we were having about it. Because at the end of the day, this is a man who is doing what he wants to do.
Right.
He wants to go and he wants to coach. He wants to coach wherever he wants to coach. And whoever is giving him whatever compensation, don't know if it's money, don't know if it's space, don't know if it's time, don't know if
It
it's
just
energy.
might be personal gratitude.
It's just this is all
right.
but he is well within his rights to do that.
Correct.
And so here we go. He's won the last season. Colorado University won one game.
Right.
They were projected to win 1.3 games this year. And they have already won 3.
Yeah.
Back to back. Now, we don't know how the rest of the season is going to turn out, but I know at this point in time, I haven't heard anything from anybody saying anything bad about him. As a matter of fact, it was so electrifying. They went and did College Game Day at.
No, it's a couple of
so you got a few detractors, of course, but it's not as rah-rah as it was when he left the HBCU originally and went there, because they were trying to clock everything he said. So he was talking about how he builds his defense. You remember when that conversation came up? I need this. I need a. Now he's just talking like we sitting here talking, just having conversation. Oh, my offensive linemen need to be. Children of single mothers, because I need them to be mad. I need them to be angry. Now, this is just him talking, being his boisterous self.
Come on.
But they are trying to, you're saying you want to sing. No, y'all looking too deep at this. The man is tall. He's just having a conversation with you. But you're trying to key on it. But that's a little bit about what you were saying about media. That's the thing about media. It plucks the stuff. It plucks the good stuff or the stuff that it wants you to see to make you feel a
So
certain
let's
way.
go to K Ford. Shout out to you, K Ford. He sure left the HBCU for the money.
He did. And I'm sorry, if they offered you $1 million to go somewhere, if they come to you and say, hey, we want to give you $1 million to go and talk to people.
Right.
I'll say this. Let me say this.
Now you can do the thing with soul and whether or not, but if you decide, okay, you know what, that hits all the marks I need, I'll take that $1 million.
Well, listen. Let me say this though. In defense of maybe what K Ford is saying.
Yeah.
When I will say this, when I obligate myself to you though, you kind of like got to fight with your morals sometimes. So if I say, hey, I'm going to work with y'all for 5 years, maybe 6, whatever, I could understand them being mad. Now, he never gave them a time.
Correct.
Right? But he did kind of promise them a long tenure. Long
Okay.
tenure could be only 3 years.
Correct. That's a long,
Long
time.
tenure could be 5 years. See, when you don't go exactly into being stern and open and honest with your plan, now you leave them to wondering
What is it?
What is it?
And-
Because I'm thinking we got prime for life. Or maybe that's what they're thinking, you know what I'm saying? And he gave them 3 outstanding years.
Right.
You know, so maybe I could see them being hurt because they think they got prime. And
I mean, but
so I feel as a
what
black
was the contract?
as a black man, I understood the anger because, you know, I'm for my people.
Okay.
I'm on the fence.
What was the contract?
Well, I think with most colleges and universities, especially HBCU, they do a year-to-year contract.
Okay.
I want to say they do a year-to-year contract because you don't know.
I'll search it. But
Yeah.
let me say,
So,
let me say this.
We'll pull it up for
Pull
verification.
it up because at the end of the day, right? What was the contract when we started out, right?
Right.
And what are the actual particulars? And then what changed? Did something change, right?
He didn't, I don't think he broke a contract because that actually would have been a lawsuit.
No, he didn't.
Right.
He didn't break a contract, but he hurt some people's feelings.
He hurt some people's feelings. So
when
then
he left.
And I can understand.
Yeah.
And I think the real lesson is really to examine why are we as a people hurt behind this.
Right.
If that's what we say, if he left for the money, what is he? Did he leave to take money? And does he do great things with his money?
Okay, so
does he help with his money?
Let's go through. Let's go through. Those are great questions.
Yeah.
K4, once again, all money ain't good money.
This is true.
Very true.
I can go with that.
Not a man of his words. So I get following with what K4 is kind of like reaching towards. I'm on the fence because on one side I am because I always preach, and as New Era Atlanta, that's what we preach. We need to take care of our own. So this is how I thought about it with him going in. So I see what he's saying. Like, ride with me for a minute. We put so much money into these white institutions. Now we have a man over here that can actually transfer this money over to us because on a bigger scale, HBCUs are struggling financially.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get the anger, not from the athletes, but the whole organization and structure of, historically black colleges. We don't get the funding. We don't get, the education. We need our own education anyways, right? But the funding to push these businesses. And now we got the highest profile name, one of the highest profile people in the history of sports under our team, under our umbrella, on our side of the fence. Now we're on go. Now this can change a lot of other things for us as a collective, So I get the anger because you, Dion, and yourself can change things financially for a whole black lineage.
Okay.
On the other side, shit.
What's on the other side?
On the other side,
bills got to be paid. Bills got to be paid.
So that's why I say I'm on the fence. I get why he left, but I get the anger of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you promised me you was gonna be here for me. That's like a man saying, "Baby, I got you on that goddamn car note bill,
And
baby.
I
got you on that car note bill. Then here come Friday."
So
we need more of our coaches to be there, bringing up shine to us. He left for his check.
So again, this is my position on it. I don't know, right? I know what media is saying. I know what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what Dion is saying about exactly why he left. I don't know if he is saying why he left. And we can all, speculate, oh, he did it for this, or he did it for that, or he should do this, or he should do that.
His thing is, I'm still doing it for my people.
Yeah, and if that's what his thing is, then here's the thing, right? Sometimes we do a thing, we, God, whoever, whatever word you want to put in there, right? And we have an insight or understanding for why we're doing something, right? I'm a mother. I'm just going to bring it right to there. As a mother, right, I will sometimes do a thing with my kid or tell them something, and they don't understand why I'm doing it or why I'm saying it, right? I know for me, what I'm saying or the lesson that I'm giving them, it's not for today, this lesson is actually for 5 years from now, when
Uh-huh.
you end up in this bad relationship with this little girl and you know, feel it, whatever it is, this is for then. This action that I'm taking now is for the betterment of you in the future. I don't know if that's Dion's thing, right?
Gotcha.
But what I'm
Okay.
saying is that we may not have the insight into a decision all the time, and then when we as a people jump on the sensationalism of it,
Yeah.
and we want to create feelings, we want to create emotions, we want to create all of these things around an incident that we don't truly actually understand.
Right.
Mhm. That's
And
true.
then
Because we don't know the inner workings of it. We don't know exactly what happened.
And then
right.
from that feeling, from that emotion, from that energy emotion, you start creating, you start acting, you start moving, and then, you know, it's all up and down the shit hill from there.
Yeah, man, listen.
So what do you think at the end of the day, Markel, how does this turn out for what Prime is doing? And I'm gonna tell you how I kind of like feel the long term.
In the long term?
The extended vision of what he's doing.
I think one thing that it's going to do primarily is, first of all, I think all of the hubbub and the hullabaloo is going to die down.
Of course.
Okay, I do believe that eventually it's just going to be just a normal day. I think it's going to be a normal day. I do believe, and I said this when we had that show before, that this will also hopefully open the door for other Black athletes that play football to go to historically Black colleges and universities to coach.
Well, that's where I was kind of going with it.
Yeah.
Remember Ed Reed followed right behind Primetime.
That is correct.
And it didn't turn out so well because Ed Reed came trying to be ultra black.
Right, super black. Over black.
I like ultra black too, though.
But he was saying overly ultra black stuff on these white networks. They said, "Oh no, we got to do this. You can't do this." See,
right.
Prime is prime for knowing the moment, and even though I'm gonna say what I want to say, I know the line.
Right.
Ed Reed went past that line.
Way past the line.
And they said, I forgot what team he went to, but he was in there for 2 weeks.
And then out.
They got him out of there.
Quick.
You know what I'm saying? So I will follow behind what you were saying. And I think that as well, or that was how I looked at it as.
Mm-hmm.
Primetime, Deion Sanders is going to open the door for more higher level, more higher profile names in this era, in this generation, to follow behind him and bring more attention to HBCUs. It's all about balance to me. Yeah. I don't expect everybody black to do everything black.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
But we need better balance. Like if the white dollars here and we're down here, all I wanted to do is be right here. I don't care for us to be here and them down here, because that's going to create a whole nother problem.
Right.
We just need to have balance across the lines.
I agree. I agree with that 200%.
I could go with
Brother Darling.
Yes.
Very good point.
So, you know, I do this a little bit. I do this a little bit.
Yeah, you do it, yeah. And then, you know, like, and also for like Deion gave, how many years did he give at the HBCU?
3 years.
So he gave 3 years at the HBCU, right?
Oh, and
so
hold on, whoa.
Yeah.
And lost 2 toes while being there. You know, he had to have 2 toes amputated.
That's correct. He did
yes.
have to have 2 toes amputated.
Yes.
He did.
So
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not sure why the toes matter, but okay. Throw those toes in there.
Working too hard, or working himself and not taking care of his body.
Sacrifice phalanges.
Let us know how dedicated he was at the HBCU.
Yes.
He was so dedicated he lost his toes.
Yes.
Yeah, he had to have them. It was either his leg or his toes.
One of the two.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, the toes gotta go there.
Toes gotta touch.
Yeah, the toes gotta go.
I could do something else with this foot.
You know, but also too, I do agree with Brother Ford about, you know, our coaches and our people, period, right? Infusing the other people with their light, or infusing the rest of our people with their light, you know. But two, take advantage of the light when you have the light.
Yes.
Also,
yes.
You know, so if I'm there for 3 years, like if I'm on the defensive coaching staff or whatever, and I know he's the head coach, and I know, hey, he may not be here forever. When I'm about to sleep with Deion Sanders. You hear me? I'm sleeping at the foot of the bed. I want to know everything you know.
Yeah.
I want to know how you look at everything.
That way, if I get the opportunity, I can step up and I can take over, and I can either run the program the way I want to run it.
Right, because I'm about to fish. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, I'm about to fish around here when you leave.
Absolutely.
So sometimes the light may not stay with you forever, but it comes to bless you for a time, you know, and soak up what you can while you can.
Absolutely. I like that. I like that thought. All right. Well, thank you very much for your input. We're going to take a quick little break. We're going to come back and talk about some other things here on the show today. But so far, so good on the free thinking.
The free thinking.
Yes.
Free thinking.
So far, so good on the free thinking.
Free thinking.
It's a
Right.
pleasure
You don't
having you
feminize
here.
the male review.
Absolutely not. No kidding, but we're here. We're here, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in as always, and we'll be right back. We're going to pay a couple of these bills, and we'll be right back.
I love it. All right, we'll see y'all in a minute.
A couple of minutes.
Hold
y'all.
tight.
Hey, it's Pastor Sean with Healing Haven of Atlanta, where we specialize in the healing and development of our young men and our young dads 18 and up. We are a community resource center. We specialize in the healing and development. Young men, young dads, we help you get on your feet. We help you get your job. We help you with leadership development. You have suspended license because of child support. We have fatherhood classes that can help you guys get on your feet, get your license back, whether it is court ordered or voluntarily. Plus, we have wraparound services that are right here in this community to help us with job training and job placement. Y'all can reach us at healinghaven, the number 8 at gmail.com, or reach us on the web at healinghavenatl.org. Come through, come holler at us, let us be of service to you. Peace.
Hey, this is your boy Mark L., one of the members of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen for the Male Review right here on Yale Radiocast. Ladies, are you looking for something special to do for your man? Something to make him feel special, something to show him that you love and appreciate him. You should send him to For Men's Only, right there located in Sandy Springs. This is a men's only salon where he will be pampered. They have barbering services. They also do manicures and pedicures. Also, you can go and visit their website at www.fmogrooming.com if you want to get a look and see the services that they offer. And give them the hashtag the leg. They will give you a discount off of your services for that day. So ladies, send him to For Men Only. We look forward to seeing you. And as always, the motto is get the business.
I'm Keith A. Lewis Jr. I've been giving back to these streets since '04.
Really took a real team effort. We fed over 130,000 meals this summer to 225 families daily.
We need people to understand the importance of each other. People have to understand it's unity.
Yep. Hey, subscribe to the Vibe of Motivational Shit podcast, where we're bringing the energy, where we're bringing the electricity, and we're bringing the positivity. Let's get it! Hey, Lightworker Wayne, Director Huey G, and Super Healer. We partnered up with Yale Entertainment. We're live on every Sunday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And subscribe to our Vibe, because we're here to bring you the motivation and to bring you something positive that you can use to go further, that you can use to go into your dreams, and that you can use to tap into the greatest version of you. So let's get it!
Right here on this Saturday, as always, your boy Mark L. in the building, once again with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yes.
And
We haven't said the leg in a minute. Man, we are the leg.
we are the leg. We have always been the leg, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and we are here
Yes.
for your watching and listening pleasure.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again. We're going to go back and take a look at some of the stuff that we had going on, man. Facebook was blowing up.
Man,
huh?
shout out to y'all on Facebook.
Hey.
Apologies for
Come
not
on,
being
Facebook.
able to share the comments, but you know, these man-made devices are not, cooperating as well as we would like them to. But we're gonna talk about some of these comments that's on the stream, man. Y'all was going in, and I appreciate the support because they was talking, brother.
Yep, they was talking.
Man, let me highlight this real quick. Let's see what we got. Let's see what they was talking about.
What
Okay.
they talking
All right, so talking about, everybody with prime time being the hot topic. Shout out to Andrea Mallard. We have several African-American former football players who are successful and who haven't stepped up to the plate half as much as Dion.
Come on, Andrea.
Yeah.
Andrea. I
Mhm.
like that comment, Andrea.
Yes. And that's a true statement. Follow up with that, Mark.
Hey, she goes, also, we can't put the epidemic of a culture on the shoulders of one man. It takes
Come
a whole
through.
village.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Who said that, Andrea?
Andrea.
Miss Mallard, where you at, Miss Mallard?
Yep. I'm saying she on there talking it.
She talking.
Yes.
Look at do it. I mean, that's the reality of it,
That's
though.
the
It does
we
take.
do that. Yes.
We will do that. We will keep creating heroes, so to speak, or
shout out to
keep
brother.
on creating these people that that we want to sit up in front of us, but it takes all of us. It takes the entire community.
Right.
It does. Absolutely.
We keep wanting to find unicorns amongst our population instead of being the fucking unicorn.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you want somebody to do a thing that you're not even doing for your own people, whoever it is.
Ooh.
Correct.
Oh, okay. So let's go into the next comment. Brother Sean Shan, we got some business going on that we got to talk about in a minute.
Yep.
The platform changed, but the man is consistent. Bro, he did his job and got elevated. What was he supposed to do? Not take the promotion and make you feel comfortable?
That part. That part. I mean, it's and again, like pretty much like Dollar said, I'm kind of on the fence with it too. As someone who is a product of an HBCU, so I went to Clark Atlanta University.
Beautiful. Shout out to Clark Atlanta.
Shout out to CAU.
Yes.
So I definitely understand, the culture, the cultural thoughts around it. I definitely also understand the upward mobility thoughts around that as well. I mean, this is what we do. As people, I don't know that we can let our personal decisions. I know that we have to make personal decisions that work best for us in order to in order to move forward in the community. Because like I said, when we discussed it before, who knows if this man isn't going to take that money and the things that he does at this level to go ahead and open more doors for our people. Who knows what's going to happen 5-10 years down the line? Who knows what this has sparked or what this will start as a result of him doing so? We don't know that. We don't have any idea. All we know is how it makes us feel right now, right?
And it's about how I feel.
And it's about feelings. I think it really is about feelings, and I absolutely understand that.
Okay,
but
so
again,
more comments. Brother Sean Shin, the difference of opinion is no longer respected because everybody wants to be right.
That part.
We talk about that a lot around here.
Yes.
While enough people can control you with their expectations or their money, then they think that they have the power to cancel you the minute you start thinking for yourself. Ooh.
Yeah.
Free thinkers. Free thinking. Free thinking. look at it. Look at it.
I'm going to say it every time you see me.
Free thinking.
Yes. When you know what? I want to talk, man.
Go ahead.
When you start to think for yourself, not just think for yourself, but really own your own thoughts, right? Own your thoughts, own your mindset, and then act from that place. It does make fucking people uncomfortable, especially if they don't know how to do that.
Correct.
And if they're not doing that, because to them, it makes it seem as if you're callous almost to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But you're not necessarily, you're moving through the way that you feel like you need to be, and no one else really understands your blueprint like you understand your
that
blueprint.
Part. Ooh.
They can't see it. When I close my eyes, you can't see the magic that I'm seeing in front of me.
Right.
You can't see the vision that I'm going. You can't see where I'm going, but I know my soul knows where I'm going.
Shout out to Tanya Bell. I see you, sis.
Right on, Tanya Bell.
Hi, Tanya. I love you, girl. I know who you are.
I see you, sis. More comments from the chat, Facebook. Shout out to y'all once again. Apologize for us not being able to share your comments on the stream, but we're gonna talk about it. Sean's still going in. They were mad that they couldn't control him. He already had money and his identity was already secure. People switch jobs every day. Bro, he did his job. Got the platform. Andrew. Okay, so college rescinded scholarships all the time. Colleges rescind scholarships all the time.
They do.
When student athletes don't perform on the field or in the classroom. Ooh-wee. So yeah, it's like they've always controlled the narrative for what they can do with you. It's upsetting when you can control your own narrative.
Right.
When you make yourself tangible, you make yourself the product, the brand.
Right.
And your brand is uncontrollable, undeniable, unmovable, unbudgeable.
Well, that's the argument that they're having about the student athletes being paid for the use of their likenesses. Have you heard a little bit about that conversation?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, for years, you got this, like, say, for instance, NCAA football on any one of those, Madden or, on PlayStation or Xbox or anything like that. Well, you're using the likenesses of these players and you're making money off of it. And it's paying the college and university, but the players not getting anything.
Yeah.
But they're playing their heart out to try to get to a level to where they can be paid for their talents.
Yes.
But at what cost, right?
Exactly. These players are actually getting injured, just like Colorado player got injured this past game.
In the past game,
You know what
yes,
I'm
he
saying?
did.
Severely injured.
Yes.
So yeah, I agree to that. So just shout out once again to y'all on the stream. Thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe. Keep on giving us the comments. We continue with this show, and we are once again grateful and thankful for having Lady Felidia in the building.
Yes, Lady Felidia. Welcome,
free thinking. Poetess lady. Tell everybody who you are, sister. Let everybody get into you. We got you.
She already blowing it up.
She already blowing it up. They like,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, we ain't gonna watch your show if she not on there.
She ain't on there. Viewership going down.
Right.
That's such a hard question to answer.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And it's like the most hated question in an interview. So tell us about yourself.
Well, okay, let's start. We got some stuff. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Oh, you want to start?
Let's start there.
Yeah, look, that's easy.
That opened it up.
That opened up. Where are you from?
Southside Jamaica, Queens coming through.
New York, she from up top. That's what the kids say nowadays. She from up top, y'all.
She from the north.
Right on.
So yeah. So we can start there. Okay. I was born and raised in New York City, in Queens, Southside Jamaica.
Okay.
Loved it. A huge part of who I am. I tell people, like, until I didn't really know what race I was for some years into to life.
Okay.
And it was for a great reason. Number one reason is my grandmother, even though we were aware of who we are, she never really focused on race. And if you know Queens, and if you've ever been to Queens or grew up in Queens, you know that it is a melting pot of culture. So I literally grew up experiencing all different types of cultures and just tasting, some from everywhere. So I thought I was everybody.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the truth.
So how long were you there? Did you grow there, and then maybe when you became, you got grown, became an adult, is that when you left, or did you leave at some point after that?
No, someone took me from New York, like how Deion Sanders took these other people.
Wait, but you were not shackled, right? Okay, because I'm about to say, we might have to protect this sister. You got shackled. Where?
Right.
Who took you? But you left New York.
Yeah,
okay,
the beauty, right? And the beauty of that is that my mother's people and my father's people are from Georgia. My mother's people down from Georgetown, Georgia.
Okay.
Down in the South, right? Down through Phoenix City, if you guys know about that, past Columbus.
Okay.
And then my father's people are right here in the city of Atlanta.
Okay.
My grandfather, my great grandfather actually was an architect, and he was one of the first African American men that were reading blueprints and helping to build the buildings in the city of Atlanta.
Fantastic!
I didn't know that, so I found that out recently. That was awesome. Yeah,
nice. That's great.
Yeah,
so you come to Georgia. You're here in Georgia.
Yes.
And then, what did you think about? Was it a culture shock? I know it was, but because I'm from Chicago, and when I left Chicago at 18 and came to Georgia. It was an immediate culture shock to me. One, it was hot, and I love that.
Yeah,
I'm a summer baby. That's just what it is.
Right.
But just the cultural shift from where you were in the South Side Jamaica, Queens, right?
Yeah.
Okay. To Atlanta, to the Atlanta area, to the Georgia area.
Right.
What was that like for you?
So when I really came here in '96, which was my mother.
The Olympics,
right during that year, was so much going on in Atlanta, and I just didn't want to leave New York. It was my identity at the time.
Got you.
But we came here, and I didn't. I loved being here, but I just didn't like the whole up north, down south. We kind of carried on from the Civil War, that silliness. That we carried on. I didn't like that whole thing.
You didn't embrace
I may have even played into it, at times, like we're better than you and so on and so forth. But My roots are all over,
Gotcha.
but I have roots here, so I love Atlanta. This is my second home.
Okay.
This is where I could take my shoes off in the summertime. I couldn't
Excellent.
do that in New York.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I can dig that. Okay,
yeah,
well, right
so,
on, right on. Okay,
yeah.
very good. All right. So how did you find yourself involved with New Era Atlanta?
Right. So the new era of Black excellence.
Yes.
Right? We'll talk about
Yes.
that. First of all, I just want to give a really deep shout out to brother Ned Zeke of
Zeke,
New Era, right?
yes.
Brother Zeke of New
All
Era
right.
and of New Era Detroit.
Mhm.
Okay.
He is the founder of this wonderful movement, and it was him and brother Keaton, who doesn't really ask people to do stuff. He just kind of tell you come with me.
It's called voluntold.
He was voluntold.
I was voluntold, but I've known that great brother for a long time, and he had already been conversing with Zeke about Atlanta and everything. It just kind of gelled together. So brother Zeke was in town. We ended up all meeting,
Okay.
and he showed me the blueprint again of what he was building.
Okay.
And I just could not be a part of it.
Got you. It definitely touched a nerve. Or touched
Shout
a
out to
part of
light
you.
worker
Absolutely.
Wayne. ATL is your home.
Oh, thank you, Wayne. The world is my home, though. Really, the freaking universe is my
I
home.
know that's right.
I'm gonna be honest
The
with you.
whole universe.
All of it.
The
But
galaxy,
thank you, my
baby.
brother. Yes, I love Wayne.
Excellent.
So that's how I got pulled in. It's just really, the truth is by passion, not just my passion, but the passion of other people. And sometimes people see things in you that you don't see.
This is true.
You
This is
know,
true.
so I maybe part of that as well. Yeah, but I kind of came in about a few years ago, around about 2019, 2020.
Okay.
And yeah, I've been here ever since.
Been rocking ever since.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's happening.
And I'm not going anywhere either.
All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Well,
Yeah.
you're definitely a powerful voice, and in the events that I've attended
Mhm.
and come to help out with, I've seen how you move. So we definitely know that you are a part of the heart and soul of New Era Atlanta. So definitely, that's fantastic. Okay,
Thank you.
Alan, you got some questions?
I have no questions for Sister Felidia. Like, why you be on me, man? Why you be at my neck, man?
Because you
Let's
need
just go
it.
there.
Let's just
go
be
there.
honest. Because
Let's
you
just
need
go
it.
there.
Because you don't act right. That's why.
You be acting up.
Because you don't like nobody telling them what to do. Me either.
No,
I
So-
mean, you know, right?
no,
So
I
that's so
don't.
y'all
I don't.
understand each
Yeah,
other.
we
Okay,
do.
okay.
Yeah, but really, we truly do. Like I had to. I am very direct and very forceful.
Absolutely.
And when I'm in a position of leadership or I'm managing things, I can be very hurt like that. And so I always try to circle back around. That was something that my grandmother taught me. After she would whoop us, she would come and make us talk to her. But
Yes.
nobody want to talk to you right now.
Look,
You just whoop me.
I did it with my kids too. That's the same
Yeah.
thing. Look, we had a conversation beforehand.
Right.
Then we handled the business. Then we talked
Then
after.
we talk about
All right,
it.
let's do this
Right.
debrief. Now let's
Right.
talk about what we just went through here.
Right.
Debrief.
We're in debrief
Right. So
now.
I call it an adjustment with my
Yes.
kids. I said I had to. You needed an adjustment, so I had to adjust you. But now let's talk about the adjustment.
Right. Let's discuss why this had to occur.
Yeah,
And let's
so-
talk about how we can go in the future to where we don't have to be.
So we ain't gotta do this.
Let's stay on the path.
I would say this. I would say I see you as a adjacent to the modern woman
Mhm.
with some old school values.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? A good blend of. I'm poking my chest out on y'all,
Oh yeah.
but I still know that we need each other.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you of this. We see the agenda of the separation of the black man and black woman.
Oh, I'm so glad you talked about this. Yes, come on.
So where on the woman's side,
Yeah.
let's talk about what you see, what's wrong with the men, and also what do you think is wrong with the women, and where is the disconnect? If you see what I'm saying.
I absolutely see what you are saying. Brother Dylan, what is wrong with the women? What is wrong with the men?
And from your
Where
point of
is
view,
the disconnect? It's
Yeah.
always going to be from my point of view, right? I
Absolutely.
always speak for me. It is my perspective.
Correct. It's your experience.
And so let's dissect the question first. What is wrong with the men? I don't like the word wrong.
okay,
Right? But you used it,
yes.
so we're going to leave it. Now, what's wrong with the women? Nothing is wrong with them. The problem is that we are not seeing each other
Exactly.
for who we are.
Yes.
That's really where the problem comes in at. We have, excuse me, we have allowed too many programs to be on at the same time on our television, if that makes sense.
Okay,
right?
got you.
So, so that's really where the problem is. Is that, like, if I don't truly see who you are, Markel, I can't truly appreciate you or honor you or respect you or love you genuinely. And also, if I don't know who I am, then I can't do that with myself genuinely. Right?
Okay.
And the thing that I believe where I feel like we get it wrong too often is that we forget over and over again that we are each other's blessings.
That part.
Right? If I'm looking at you, Brother Dylan, if you are my male, or if you have told me that you will be my male, right? Because I don't own people. Right?
Depending on what the paperwork says, but go ahead.
Well, you know, right? But if that is what you have said you are going to be for me, then I understand that I am getting ready to see a side of myself that I have not previously seen before. And this is a blessing to me because I enjoy learning about who I am. So every person, and this is something that I talk about on our wellness walk. So don't miss our wellness walks, New Era Atlanta Wellness Walks. Follow us for the updates. But I talk about truly being able to see each other person as a blessing, as an opportunity to know something deeper about who you are, right? The more you know about who you are, the more you are successful in life, because you understand how to navigate and you truly understand the power that God has blessed you with and that you walk this freaking earth with.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So if I'm talking about me and my partner, right? Me and my male, I want to love you. I want to honor you. I want to respect you. I want to do all of those things. And I fucking demand that shit back.
Got you. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to give it. Do you understand?
Yes.
First,
yes.
There is no receiving if there is no giving.
I think that's the problem. Nobody in this day and age, and I've said this on a couple of clips, we're dealing with a selfish society.
Yes.
It's what can you do for me first?
Yes.
And what more can you do for me after you do for me first? Well, I'm not sure you're doing enough for me because, you know what I'm saying, my what do you say? My pointer is broken. So I got to make sure you're doing a whole lot more for me before I even do for you. And now that person has depleted themselves. And now you say, you know what? I think I can do for you now. I think you deserve
a little something.
A little something.
And then the whole thing of like this whole ego thing of like a fucking table. The tables are getting on my nerves. Like, oh, I bring.
What do I bring to the table?
What I bring to the table. Everybody in the fucking table. I just hit the table. Sorry. But you know what?
You ain't the first. I got cussed out by the table. Yeah, she wasn't there for the cussing out about the table.
Oh yeah, right, exactly.
So this is what so for me, like I bring genuineness to the table. I bring honesty to the table. I bring accountability to the table.
That's that word again. Get it.
I bring deep love and respect for you, my masculine counterpart, to the table, because I understand that I could not exist had it not been for you, you know, right? For your part and for her part, I would not exist physically here in this time, in this moment, right?
Without input from...
Every soul on this earth had a mother and a father, had an input and an input. You can't exist without the two.
That is correct. That is
why have
so
we
dead
lost
on.
This deep honor and this deep respect for this?
That's the thing, and pretty much like you said, too many channels on the TV, too much on the TV. It has created a void between us.
So
where now it's turning into, like you said, almost like a battle of the sexes. I can't understand that. Like, why are we fighting?
Yeah.
What are we fighting about?
Well,
I
also
understand
too, because we're here on Earth, right? So let's bring it all the way back in. But we're here on Earth, and otherwise we'd be bored.
Correct.
Like, if we weren't fighting, like, what else would we be doing? Like, we the fuck? Like, we need things.
Toilet talk, Quita. Toilet talk. What's going on, toilet talk?
I be flipping the table. Who made that table thing up?
Okay,
right.
You know what though? Let me ask this.
I love you, sis. So I appreciate that.
Don't we think we should have a conversation about what we bring to the relationship / table? I think we should have that conversation.
I think we should have that conversation, but I think that conversation should not be shackled by ego. And I think that, we get too caught up in identifying ourselves in a fucking car and a job and a figure and I'm a 6-figure nigga. Well, you a 6-figure nigga. Is that all the fuck you are?
Right. I got you. What about your personal...
Are you piss poor morally when you go to fucking sleep at night on your 6 figures?
Well,
right.
What if my expectation is to be a 6-figure nigga and all you told me that you wanted was me to, because you're basing my worth off 6 figures.
Right.
And I come to the table and I provide the 6 figures, but I gave you nothing else because you told me I need a man that's gonna take care of this and get this and that. You ain't asked for nothing else in my moral values and my fabric except for me to have. So I gave you only this.
Right.
That's why I like to have the talk. I need to know what all you got and what you don't got. I don't care what you don't got. I don't expect nothing perfect out of nobody.
Okay.
So if you can't bring this, I know, well, you do this. And I don't have a high demand for what I require out of my people because I have to take care of me and be me regardless of who you are.
Right.
So, yeah, I do want to know what you provide for me. I require one thing first and foremost, a peace of mind.
I don't want you to tell me what the hell you provide for me. Because people will tell you anything.
Oh, boy.
I give you this. I had somebody lie. I married him. I had
somebody He told me a lot of things.
Oh, shit. Well, you know. Hey, shout out to New Era Atlanta.
Learn how to make yourself happy and find someone else who knows
how to make themselves happy.
There you go.
Share the happiness with each other.
That was my point. Was
that's
absolutely
it. And that's so that's really it. Is that so to answer your question, right? If I'm the 6-figure nigga and that's all you said that you want, right? And coming to the table is we're a lot of times we're choosing people to be with from a place that's not whole within ourselves.
Correct. Ego,
right?
Like you said.
Ego.
Light Worker Wayne has a question. What is your view on being a high value man? Kevin Samuels.
Light Worker.
Standards. R.I.P. Kevin. What is?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad because again, I'm just going to bring this back to where the fuck does your value lie?
Where are the values?
And where are the values? So if we're talking about a high value man, and when I did tap into those conversations with Kevin Samuel, bless and rest your soul, and I love you because you sparked thought. Anybody, if you are lighting fires in people, I fucking love you.
I
don't care what you talking about. Light that fire. So where's your value? Right? Where is the value? Are we is the value in my pocket? Is the value in my boxers? Is the value in my
spirit,
heart?
right.
Is it in my soul? Is it in my people? Where is the value?
Correct.
Where is the high value? And what are we placing value on?
That is the question. What is the value? What is this? Where you place the value is going to determine whether or not you're high or low value.
I am of the highest value of soul.
Yes.
Not even woman.
Yes.
Of soul. Do you understand me?
Yes.
I am of the highest value, but I'm telling you, my bank account is still trying to catch the fuck up.
I heard that. That is the realest shit you ever said right there. This is what you said. I have value, and what I place value on, but this world places value on something else entirely different.
I got a checking account and a savings account.
I know, right? See the way my checking account set up, the way my debit card set up. I got you. You know how it works.
See, my Cash App ain't working right.
It just ain't going right.
My Cash App is totally disabled.
But I mean, but it makes perfect sense because
does.
at the end of the day, I mean, you know, what we place value on as human beings, okay, as people, is important. Is important to our day-to-day living, as what we make at the end of the week when they pay a paycheck, right? The only thing that does is that satisfies the concrete, and it's a conversation that my bestie and I used to always have. Look, I'm all for being spiritual. I'm all for being about the universe. I'm all for these things. I live on the concrete though, okay? And the concrete says the rent got to be paid at X time, or we gonna be out living on the concrete, literally. Right. So when I look at the difference between that, I try not to put, I don't put a value on people using money. That doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. My value in the person is what kind of person are you? Really, internally. What kind of person are you? How can we assist each other? How can we help each other move to the next level? Yeah. It ain't about your money. So I absolutely understand it. You make perfect sense. Like you said, hey, my value is the highest. But my bank account trying to catch up. And you right on point with that. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And like too, also if we have a short, as people, as society as a whole, right? We have a very short memory span.
Yes.
Right? So if you just think back about let's say 20 years ago, right? We didn't have these same types of conversations. No. We didn't have the same type of separation. So if it wasn't there then, we know that this is a thing that we're creating and we're buying into. Yeah. And just like we started buying into something, we can just start buying the fuck out.
Yeah, start divesting. Absolutely.
Thank you. That's correct. The word, divest. Yep. We can start divesting.
Start divesting.
Right? So I think I don't give a fuck what anybody else got going on. The only thing I really care about is what I want to see, what I want to experience, what I want to share and give and leave as a legacy.
Excellent.
Right? Okay. Yeah. So whatever, it doesn't matter what Facebook says Black women are. I know experientially what Black women are. So I don't pay attention to that. I don't allow that to cloud my judgment.
Excellent.
I just focus on creating more beautiful more connection between Black women who understand that Black women are a powerhouse. Excuse me.
Yeah.
That's that. Because if you focus on all of these side things, that's how they trick you.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's how they trick you.
That's how they
get
you.
So don't be out here being tricked. Where your focus excuse me, where your focus lies is where your creation comes from.
Very good. Very
so
well said.
mind your mind.
Yeah.
Right? And mind your wants, because somebody wants your mind. Brother Kitu also, he said that at our wellness walk.
I'm about to say that sound like the Kitu.
That sound like the Kitu
bars. That sound like some of the Kitu bars.
Right. But come on now. But that's where we come from. Like when somebody is lit up, and he was that day, they share from their soul.
Yes.
And when it's truth across the board.
And it rings just like that.
And it rings. Mm-hmm. It's truth across the board. Come
Absolutely.
On. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Sister Felidia.
Brother Dylan.
Where are you at right now? Let's talk about your current, what we have coming up.
Right. So.
And how we got here.
How we got here
as far as your side.
Okay.
And your personal goal going into the conquering.
All right. So, brother Dylan, myself, a New Era Atlanta, and some other great people are hosting an event called Conquering Cancer. And it's going to be held during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's actually October 21st from 2 to 6 p.m., I want to say. Okay. And even though it is held during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it's really an awareness about all of cancer. Mm-hmm. It is a disease, a disorder that affects so many of us.
Everybody.
Right?
I don't think anybody in this room that hasn't been touched by it. I've lost relatives. I've lost family members. I've lost friends. So yeah, you are correct.
Right.
Continue.
And so and my mother is a 2-time breast cancer conqueror.
Right on.
My auntie as well is a 2-time breast cancer conqueror.
Excellent.
And some other wonderful women. I'm a part of an organization called Bosom Buddies,
Okay.
which is a support group for women who have gone through breast cancer, and all of them are conquerors as well.
Yes.
And you guys will notice I use the word conqueror instead of survivor, right? Because I'm
got
all
you.
about the etymology of words.
Okay.
But on top of that, this is a consciousness thing as well that I want people to understand. So when I came up with the concept of conquering cancer, it is quite literally because that is what I've been doing for this last year of my life.
Okay.
Is doing just that.
Excellent.
And what a beautiful process. So I just want to give a shout out to God.
Yes.
You guys know God, right? Yeah, let's give a shout out, right?
Yes.
Let's give a shout out to God because the promises that God actually makes us upon creation is really true. We just are too afraid to step into it and step out on it and believe it because we've been conditioned to fear God instead of love and align with God. And it just doesn't make sense why I would fear the source that I come from.
There you go.
Okay. There you go. Well, right on. Okay.
Right.
Good,
So
good.
so let's just start there because when we're talking about this, that's where it all came back to for me.
Gotcha.
It's from the center point of who I am. I had to completely recreate that in order to be able to conquer cancer.
Excellent. Yes.
And when I was going through and walking through that, the words that I used around that time were highly important and effective in creating a space of healing, not just within my physical body, but in the body of creation that was around me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That's fantastic.
So
Great.
yeah, so that journey is really how we ended up here in this moment.
Right.
And Brother Dylan did put on the screen that I am a poet. That is just one of the mediums that I use to connect with people.
Okay.
My true job here, I guess you could say here on the earth, is to help people remember themselves. It's to help them remember their God spark. So I do that through a range of different mediums.
Okay.
And you will start to see more and more of that, excuse me, as I go along. With our Conquering Cancer event, Brother Dylan and myself connected actually one day. He didn't even know that I was going through what I was going through.
Okay.
And I was actively in it, like in chemo. And,
okay.
Yes.
And I had come out to an event. It was one of the last events that I was able to physically make it out to.
Okay.
And we were just sharing, and I was just getting to know, asking him about himself, and he told me that he had lost a spouse.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I need to correct that. My apologies. He told me that his spouse had transcended and elevated. Yes, because we don't lose anything. And I wanted to pull that back and to say that because everything that Dylan does and all of the blessings that have come in his life, she's been there the whole time. So we don't lose anything. And so we just started talking, and he shared with me about that. And I shared with him about, some of that background. And then this idea was born. And organically, yeah.
Excellent.
And then it just, just came together. The people and the feeling and the flow of it has manifested over this last year.
Right. So prior to this year, Mark L being a part of what we do, the name of the event that we was running was Fighting in Pink, Fighting Cancer.
Yeah.
And when I brought the idea to Felidia, she said, well, we're not fighting, we're
conquering. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Stronger.
we were fighting in pink, but now we're conquering. And I said, hey, who am I to tell somebody that they ain't conquering when we are?
That's correct.
I appreciate, words have power.
They do.
And I tell everybody this, words do have power.
That's why we spell them.
So, yes.
Bars.
So just moving on with at the end of the day, the goal of celebrating life. You know,
Yeah.
so that's what we're reaching towards, basically by awareness.
Yes.
Awareness
yeah.
and conversation and experiences, and just moving forward towards a healthier lifestyle, a healthier mindset, a healthier understanding of the challenges that we face from day to day. Because you never get a email of saying, you never get a life email. That's what I call them.
Shit's about to go down.
Yeah, you.
No warning. Life just happens. It just happens. Life just, as we say, life just be life.
You very rarely get a life email saying this is what's going to come up for you. You wake up one day and this is what you will be faced with, what you will be challenged with. So, you know, I'm multitasking, Mr. Everything. I dropped the ball here sometimes.
Doing it all, right.
You got it.
You know, but yeah, so along with that, also we got coming up today with Mr. Sean of Healing Haven ATL. We are working with the suicide prevention and awareness event today.
It's happening tonight, y'all.
Tonight, y'all. So at the end of the day, our goal is just putting ourselves in better positioning in life, and it starts with a mindset.
Starts with a mindset, yeah.
It starts with
It starts with a belief.
A belief.
A belief about what is possible and what you are capable of doing, right? It starts with wonder. Wonder is one of the most beautiful words, and because wonder sparks everything else. I wonder if I could do this. I wonder what this would look like, right? And when you start to wonder in life, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, just starts to get excited and does magical things surrounding your wonder. So it is such a beautiful space. And I have so much to say about these things and, about the whole cancer thing and the whole mindset and all of that. But more than anything, I just want to give honor to both of you sitting here today for listening to God.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that, because that's why you're doing these things. Is because you're listening, because this is what people need, right? And so when you're listening to God and you're doing what God asks you to do, all of the blessings flow unto you.
Absolutely.
All of them.
We do feel blessed to be here.
Yeah. So if tonight at the suicide prevention event, right, with the males, and I'm so honored about this event, because first of all, I just love, my men, right? I love you guys, but I also protect you guys, you know what I mean? And I give you so much grace and all of that. And I have some of you guys, I have some males. But you all are, so much is put on the male, so much expectation, so much all of this, so much to be strong, to hold the weight of so many things. And then where do you guys go to let it out other than the barbershop?
Right. Or to the bar.
Or the bar, or the bar, or when you're not an awakened man in a vagina, you know what I'm saying? You'll go there too, right? And so for you guys to be doing this event, to talk about something that so many of you probably struggled with but felt weak about speaking about, I'm just lit the fuck up.
That's excited. Excellent. And I mean, it's one of it absolutely. Thank you, sister, for that. Definitely appreciate that. It's one of the reasons why we do this show is we talk about things from a male perspective for those reasons. One of the biggest topics is about mental health. Yes, because we realize that I came from a generation where shut up crying.
Yeah,
you can't cry. Cry. You weak. Right. We've gone through that. Right. Okay, but we realize that we need to be able to let it out. We need to be able to talk to someone without fear or without shame. Yes. To be able to say, "Hey, I know I'm supposed to be doing this, but I am terrified." You need to be able to say that. Yeah. Because just because we're scared don't mean we ain't gonna do it scared.
I think one of the biggest things is Mark L always harks on, we're a victim of the patriarchy.
We are as big a victim of the patriarchy as
you guys are.
As women are. We hear it all the time. Yeah. Oh, it's because of patriarchy. It's like we're all the victims of the same patriarchy. We also, not just the victims, we also benefit from it.
Oh,
we
definitely.
have benefited from it as well.
Yes.
And so that's
High
why
risk, high reward is what I call it.
but see, that's the thing. And when we had these conversations about the separation between the male and the female, or between man and woman, that's a lot of the noise in the middle. Oh, it's the patriarchy. Oh, it's misogyny. It's toxic masculinity. That's his favorite.
What do you think about that word?
Favorite.
What do you think?
Can't stand that. Them two words in the same sentence. He can't stand it. But what I always point out is the fact that we're all victims of that same system. It's the system that's busted. That's the thing. We've all been tied into the system.
Right.
And the system is what's broken. And until you're ready to dismantle and tear down that system in order to move forward, we're going to keep suffering from it.
We are.
But that's why we try to do things like this suicide prevention. Let's talk. Let's talk about it, bro.
Let's at least talk about this. You know,
let's get this out here.
Yeah, my thing
Maybe
is
we can offer assistance. Go ahead, Don.
No, my thing, I'm just saying, like, nothing changes. That's why it's called awareness.
Right.
You know, nothing changes until you become aware. Shout out to Therapist G, who will be at the event.
Yes.
Shout out Therapist G.
His tagline is awareness creates change.
Yes.
Shout out to my brother, man. Bars. Awareness creates change. So with that, then what do you want, Kane? Kane. Jesus. Yeah. This is my boy, man.
This is his fight.
What do they call it? Emotional support animal?
Emotional support
animal. I'm his emotional support.
Exactly.
No, so basically we have to at least talk about the things, because some people are just ignorant to what's going on in the world.
Correct.
What's going on around them.
Unaware.
And you gotta address it too. You gotta make it aware. You gotta address it. Then, like, you know what? I might be going through some trauma.
Right.
Some people don't even aware what they're going through because they live day to day, just going and going and going. That was me for 5 years.
Yeah.
Just going and not even realizing, hold up, I need to actually sit down and focus on what I need for myself to get better.
Right.
Yeah.
It took for me to get cancer. I mean, to just sit down.
Yeah.
To just sit the fuck down.
Because we're taught to just go and go and go and go and go and go and go. And no time to breathe almost. And you don't even realize that you're doing it.
No, because you're so conditioned. Let me tell you something, Brother Mark. When I finally, when I left work and I was at home, this was even right before the treatment actually started, I was sitting at home, and you know how people are always afraid you're going to lose your hair, to chemo, whatever. I started losing my hair even before chemo, because I was just sitting at home pulling the shit out.
With stress. Right.
But just because initially there was a brain fart, you're not doing anything right now. You're not getting up. You're not going to work. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. But when I was operating like that, I was not producing from my soul. I was not operating in my soul. I was not listening to God. I was not honoring myself. I was not honoring my children, right? I was not honoring my household. I was not honoring so many different things. And so we do that consistently for years and years and years at a time, and then wonder why we end up with disease.
Autoimmune disease.
Why do we end up there?
System breakdowns.
You've ignored yourself for 40 fucking years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
what do you expect? Your body is like, what?
Yes. So, people kind of think I'm crazy sometimes when I say that. It was the biggest blessing that could have ever happened to me on so many levels, because it wasn't just that change that came about. It was really the beauty. It was the way that I saw all of the people around me changing.
Got you.
That was the gift for me.
Got you.
And that's what we miss sometimes, is that you think you're going through a thing and that you're hurt and you're this and you're that.
Right.
And sometimes this shit has nothing to do with you.
Right.
You
it's
are
bigger
being
than you.
You are being a picture. You are being an image of beauty. You're being a gift to someone else. You're being an example of what God is capable of doing. So when someone else is able to see that, and when they look at you, they still see you, but they don't know why the thing is different. And it's because they're looking at you tapped into your God spark.
Okay. All right.
That's what we're
so we do have the flyer. Once again, just come out and join us, man. It's gonna be an outstanding event. We do have the flyer is updated, will be updated with more people involved. Apologize for, I'm working on the boards in a moment, y'all. Bear with your boy. You know what I'm saying? So Conquering Cancer once again. And let me give y'all a crazy thing about this actual date that we have of October 21st. Actually October 20th is the day that Michelle, my first wife, transitioned. So it's like an anniversary thing for me. Just at the end of the day, we're celebrating life. I had a conversation with a lady last year, and she was. No, we had a call. They called in. A caller called in and said that how they were struggling with the life of somebody. I forgot what show, one of the shows. And my thing was while you're struggling with what you lost, you celebrate what you had.
Yes.
The legacy that person set in place.
Absolutely.
What they did for the world, what they did for you in that moment, what you celebrated together. And that's what life is about, because we all gonna leave this place.
Yeah. Nobody gets out alive.
Nobody
Gets out alive. That's the truth.
Shout out to Light Worker Wayne once again, man. Or to let that girl down.
Or that girl down the block with the bag of goodies. You were talking about your statement about what we do in order to cope a lot of times.
That bag of goodies. That bag of goodies got me through a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I got some chips down here. Oh, I'm on my way.
So Conquering Cancer, once again, also the new era of Black excellence. That's what we were focused on today.
Yes.
And that is our goal. And that should always be something that we strive towards. I had a conversation with somebody saying that, hey, some things are exclusively for us and what we need. We need to focus on us, because I talked about earlier, the imbalance.
Yeah.
Yes. It's difficult when we're going out to support our own community and we're questioned within our own community. That's a problem.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And that's what I wanted to touch on. I'm so glad you brought that up, right? That's why what you guys are doing here is so important, right? Brother Wayne, Brother Lightworker will say expose yourself to know yourself, but we know that could be pretty tricky with exposing.
I don't know
so
if they
I
want me to expose. Look,
so,
y'all don't want me to, because
I got a court case
myself
next week. I got a court case next week.
Don't end up in prison, folks. But what you do want to do
hit us
is
nights.
Markel after dark.
Markel after dark.
Broadcast it live.
That's right.
But you do want to reveal. You do want to pull it out, right? You got to pull out all of that shit. You got to reveal yourself in order to be able to heal yourself.
This is correct.
You
got to look at. You got to see what you're trying to heal. You got to
look at it all, and us as a people, right? We can't be afraid of having these conversations and talking about it. We can't be afraid of a difference of opinion. And if you're angry, it's usually because you don't know how to back your shit up. So just go back and learn some more, and then come back to the table with actual facts and evidence about how we can be better as a people. We do enough fucking talking about what's fucked up about us, what's wrong with us, who did this, who did that. Did you know that Cardi B doing this? I don't even fucking know Cardi B. Why do I care?
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You
It's
don't know, like y'all don't know these people personally. Why do you allow them to take up so much space in your day?
Why are you all in their business?
You know
Right.
So
exactly.
like let's take some time and reveal who we are truly. Let's take some time, spend some time with yourself, right? And truly know who you are, so you know why things are affecting you.
Right.
And then come back to the whole and bring that gift back to the whole, because that's really what we need from each other.
Correct.
All right, man. This was an outstanding afternoon, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Having you in the building was fantastic.
Thank you.
Did my spirit good.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sister Felidia.
Hey, you're officially a part of the Mail Review.
I'm saying, right?
You're officially a part of the Mail Review. You are a part of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen or a woman.
The League of Extraordinary Gentle People, that don't look good on the shirt.
I like the leg.
You like the leg? That's cool. That's cool. We got to come up with what part of the leg would she be? Because everybody gets a part. Can she be the hip?
She can't be.
Can she be the hip? The leg? We always are the backbone.
The backbone.
That's a backbone. Legs have backbones.
The tendon. Is it the tendon? The thigh meats. No, okay, wait. Okay, that's all.
Gotta change the whole. We have the meats.
We're gonna leave it like it is.
Okay, we're just gonna leave it just like it is.
Yeah,
right on.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
You don't make extraordinary gentlemen without extraordinary women.
Okay, then.
Bam.
Listen to that. Bars.
Bars.
That's gonna be a clip. Be watching for that. I'll watch. I'm telling you, that's gonna be a clip.
I love
But
it.
thank you so much for joining us today.
I thank you guys for having me.
We are so
An honor.
appreciative and definitely honored to have you here with us today. Hanging out with us crazies on Saturday at the Mail Review, just doing our thing.
We about to do it all day. We about to go to the next.
Got to go to the
next.
Next.
And why? Because his hat say.
Hat say, oh,
no
yeah.
days.
What it say? No days off.
Mr. Everything.
Hey, but when I go to
do.
sleep, you see the sign that say,
I thought that was just an indication of what you when you woke up in the morning.
No, that's how he looks on our meetings. That's
he's always
like
off.
On the meetings, like
always
right
off.
there.
What? Oh, let me tell you what we got.
We got to be like dialing.
Somebody wake him up. Right on, y'all.
So let me ask this: give last words of what you would like to present to everybody on the stream for either who you are or what they should strive to.
Strive to just be your best self. Know yourself more today than you did yesterday. If you do that, you're doing something fucking amazing. You're working magic. Figure out what lights you up in life and do that thing, right? That God spark, share that thing. I held mine in for way too long and I won't do it any longer, right? So I'm going to be sharing that all. Follow New Era Atlanta. If you are not already following our page, please do so. Stay up to date for all updates, and then get the fuck out in your community and help some people. Like, help some people, man. Help your neighbor next door, and don't do it for any reason other than the fuck that if you were in that position, you would want someone to do it for you.
Yes.
My grandmother said, and I'll leave this with you: never look down on a man unless you are lending him a hand to get up. And that's that.
All right. All right. So once again, last thing we got coming up is the suicide prevention and awareness. Let's talk about it, bro. The address is 6398 Highway 85 Riverdale Road. Once again, it is hosted by Yale Entertainment, the Mail Review, brother Sean Shin in Hill and Haven, and my brother Ernest Baskins, aka Nemesis, with the Soldier 23 Project. We are, once again, we are for the community. I know this is exclusively directed as help towards men, but we welcome women because we are aware that we need the support and the backbone of women. Women is who created us. That's who put us on this earth. I don't care about what no new blog is trying to say. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a period. What women actually want a period. These men want no.
Lord have mercy.
My bad. We ain't going down that rabbit hole.
My bad. Almost.
That's another show.
That's another show.
Right on, y'all. Well,
go ahead. Call me out, Mark, before dialing happens.
Before Dylan start dialing.
You guys can also follow me on IG at sage_n_silver. I'll be sharing more and more on that page as well.
Absolutely. I'm trying to add it right now. I'm
not do it.
Look here. Y'all, thank y'all once again for tuning in to the Mail Review right here on Yale Radio Cast. This is what we do on Saturdays. We come and bring you our conversations from a male perspective. And sometimes Sister comes in and gets us set straight. Thank you very much. Thank you very much with all of the blessings and joy. So, as always, y'all, just want to let y'all know the motto is and will forever remain:
get the business.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a great day.
Hey, great show.
This is grown man business. The collar swag don't hit a witness. I pull up in a Bentley so quick. I'm dropping them back.